Mojo in the morning, breakup or makeup, you decide the fate of a relationship, but I think this one actually might already have been decided. This is really kind of a sad story here. On the phone with us this morning is Iris, who said something to her husband that she's now regretting, and she's worried that it's going to cost her relationship. Iris, what is it that you said to him?
I just said that it'd be best if we got a divorce. So that's what I told him.
And I'm assuming that you guys have been going through some issues.
Yeah, we have for about the past about 6 months to a year now. Kind of fluctuated.
And did you think that was, really the solution?
I just didn't see another option.
Okay.
I didn't see another option. I wasn't happy.
Were you saying it because you wanted the divorce?
I was saying it because I felt like he wasn't going to make a change. So I felt like that little push would get him to see, okay, she's serious.
Oh, so you were using it as a threat more so.
Yeah.
And what did he say to you?
He was just like, okay, done.
Oh,
and
so
he said...
I thought he was
just mad,
But are you finding that he was just mad, or are you finding that he's serious, that he just said, okay, we're getting a divorce?
Oh, I haven't talked to him since then. So that was about 4 days ago.
How long?
People always go to the extremes when they're having a verbal disagreement.
How long have you guys been married?
A little over 5 years now.
Do you have children?
Yeah, we have 2 girls.
All right, breakup or makeup this morning. Did Iris make a huge mistake in doing this, and do you think that her relationship is over? And I hate to say, call up and tell us breakup or makeup, but maybe you can just call and just give some advice to her on what you think is possibly going to happen in her relationship. Hi, Jay.
When that word starts coming out, especially from the wife, it's time to break up. So he should break up and get someone better.
Oh, man, don't say that. Really, here's the thing. When you say that, Jay, you don't even know who she is. You don't know who Iris is other than the 4 seconds that she said on the air, her story. Okay. Don't take that call. Levi, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. Can you give some advice to Iris?
Hey, I just wanted to say, giving somebody an ultimatum, telling them that you want a divorce, will not change anybody. It never has and never will. There's always another option. It's called work out your problem.
Yeah, amen.
And that's truly what we're hoping that can happen here. Crystal, what's going on? It's Mojo in the morning.
Hi. Most girls say it just to see how the husband's going to react. And on the other hand, he could have just been like, okay, just because she said it. They could both still work things out.
Yeah, and I hope that happens, don't you?
It depends. I'm not in the relationship.
Right, but 5 years of marriage, and let me ask you, here's the thing. 5 years of marriage, they've got 2 kids. Iris, you're arguing without...
to weigh things out. Keep a list that he doesn't know about. Write down all the good and all the bad, and then when it comes time for you to say, you know what, I think I've had it, go back and look and see where you're at.
And I don't even think she's had it. I think it was just something hurtful she was saying in a disagreement because she didn't know what else to say. You can't take those words back. That's the thing we talk about so much. You have to think about, what am I hoping to cause, the cause and effect. What am I hoping to accomplish by saying this? If you're just trying to hurt the person, then just step back and don't say anything.
Iris, what's the arguments about?
Finances.
Number one thing people fight about.
Who's the one that's not financially responsible?
Him.
Well, Laura.
Yes.
Tell everybody what happened to you.
I was married 17 years, was a housewife, didn't really work other than volunteer at kids' schools. My ex-husband kept telling me the same thing whenever he'd get mad or get upset and use it as a power play to try and get things his way. And I got up from the dinner table literally one night, went to Barnes & Noble, bought the do-it-yourself divorce book, filled out the paperwork, filed the next day. We've been divorced 14 years.
Wow.
And do you believe that was the right choice?
There are other things to use. There are other ways to work through this than divorce. Divorce is like, it's the worst ultimatum ever.
And that's why we're saying, don't say it unless you mean it. And even when you mean it, don't say it.
You mean it.
Do you wish he would have said, let's go to counseling?
Oh, he said it 2 years after we were divorced.
Oh, yeah, a little late.
Rachel, you just went through the same exact thing?
I did. And it was about finances, too.
Who said the D word?
My husband.
And how did it work out? How did it resolve itself? Did you guys get divorced?
No, we are actually still together. This actually happened last week. We went out to dinner, just me and him, talked calmly. The only reason why we went out to dinner so that neither one of us got loud and screamed at each other. Mm-hmm. And we sat there, explained everything, and we are still together and not getting a divorce anymore.
That's good. That's good. It's good advice, by the way.
Yep.
I'm happy to say that on the phone with us right now is Iris's husband, Jimmy, who Rachel was able to get a hold of. And Jimmy, are you okay if your voice is on the radio?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. We were just talking about you, and I know that Rachel kind of clued you in, and you've been on hold for a little bit listening to this.
Yeah, so I know what's going on.
So you understand that when Iris said that to you, that she really didn't mean it?
At the time, I didn't. But, she later tried to correct it. Mm-hmm. But I just kind of, it just hit me, and I kind of just started reflecting on the whole relationship and how unhappy we've kind of been with both each other. It's not just her, it's me too. We fight all the time that, we have two girls, and I don't want them to see that it's okay for two people to be together and be this miserable, when they grow up. And I'm young. I'm about to turn 30. We got married really young. So I just want to make sure, that I don't want to be unhappy the rest of my life.
But have there been any other attempts in your relationship now that you've discovered, okay, you're unhappy and she's obviously unhappy, to fix the situation?
I mean, we haven't done any counseling or anything like that, but we feel like we'll start getting better, and then something will just trigger. I don't know if it's just because she can't express her emotions or what. She just bottles it all up, and it just comes all out. And I keep trying to push myself to do better and try to make her happy, and it just doesn't seem to work.
Here's the thing I will say.
Kind of threw that out there. It's like, okay, I guess if this is going to make you happy, I want to make you happy. So
you said something that caught me. You haven't done anything to try to help the situation.
Right.
And I think that in what you said about your kids, about you don't want your kids in a situation like this, you also want to know that your kids to be fighters, right? To not just give up at the first chance to give up.
That's
true. And my personal belief is that you have to fight until every last fight is over. And if it is over, and if the relationship is so dysfunctional that it's going to cause your kids to have issues later on in life, then maybe that is the time to throw in the towel on this. But you haven't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah, you haven't even tried, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty bad, so, I'm still kind of thinking about it, but I get what you guys are saying. And
a listener of ours on the phone is pretty emotional, according to our phone screeners. Her name is Angeline. Angeline, why are you so emotional right now?
When I was 8 years old, my parents got divorced. And I'm 20 now, and it, still affects me, really bad. And if there's, anything I can say, you guys, as parents, I wish my parents would have fought, till they killed each other because, I wish they were still together now. And it's always, something I'm thinking about, how am I going to get married or how am I going to have kids and, have them in the same area. So it's, really hard because my parents, don't talk at all. Ever since I was 8, they've never, spoken since they've gotten divorced.
Wow.
So as a girl who is a product of divorce, that feels like your parents never fought to be together.
Yeah, and it taught me, though, that when I get married, I promise, I will never get divorced.
That's it,
it's the
yeah.
biggest impact.
And so,
it's horrible.
So you're right now on the phone with Iris and Jimmy, and I'm going to let you counsel them. What do you think they should do?
Honestly, if you can go to counseling or if you can talk to someone or a friend, and money is tight, but money's not everything. I would have rather been poor on the streets and still had a family than be divorced. And if you guys do end up getting divorced, don't make your kids go back and forth to a different house. You guys should, go back and forth because you wanted the divorce. So don't make your kids anything acceptable to the divorce. It is strictly between you and the mom. Don't ever say, hey, go tell your mom this or go tell your dad that. It should be strictly between the parents, not the kids at all.
Let your kids be kids.
Yeah, because, I was in the middle. Like, my parents never talked, so, I always had to go back and forth. Like, I was the counsel, and it still affects me. It's really a big part of my life.
Angeline, thank you for calling.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
Jimmy and Iris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you guys to take that last call to heart, and I want you guys to talk off the air a little bit, okay?
Okay. Yeah, that was deep.
And it's breakup or makeup here this morning.